for orders.
3v3 on City 17. This game is going to be Readyred, Satsu, and ... against Mortar, Salan Twig, and Panzer Lear. And I don't know about Salan Twig, but I know Mortar and Panzer Lear are both in Stomach Battalion, which is a clan. I'm not sure about Salan Twig. Mortar's watching, so maybe he'll mention something in the chat. I don't know. Readyred heading straight to the, this is my first 3v3. I've never cast a 3v3 in my life. So this will be my first time ever having done that. So that's a fun adventure for me, which means it's also the very first time I've ever had City 17 in a cast. Take a look at it really quick. Fuel points on the left and right, I guess. Strategic points, munitions in the north and south. So it's kind of like just a big plus sign, I guess. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Nothing too fancy about this map at all, really. So,
Grenadier, ready for action.
Easy peasy. Looks like lots of buildings, though. Buildings are probably going to be a pretty critical part of this. Pioneers making their way straight towards the fuel. MG42 is going to be taking position inside this this thing, this big factory-looking thing. Combat engineers taking up a position in the adjacent building. Pioneers will be able to finish taking the fuel point. Meanwhile, we have a Maxim moving up to support, and a penal battalion from Mortar. Over on the left side, it looks like it's Panzer Lear up against two Axis players by himself. It looks like the layout of this map is kind of weird. It's two 2v1s. Double bases in the south and double bases in the north. Meanwhile, single bases in the northeast and southwest, which results in two separate 2v1s. I don't know how the American player over here could possibly hope to win anything, which is going to make it extremely important that the Allies win the right side, yet they're struggling against a single machine gun, which is bad. There's a combat engineer squad just got wiped in this building. That is not good. Penal Battalion are attempting to take the point while under machine gun fire, and they get pinned. And they'll be forced to retreat. A second Penal Battalion squad is moving up on the left. The machine gun is forced to switch windows. A satchel does go off, though. Only 2 of the machine gun crew members are killed, unfortunately. And there's no flanking squad available to finish that off. And it looks like Salan Twig has gone pretty much completely, with Maxims making him unable to really flank that effectively. Although even at this point, even a flanking Maxim would probably be sufficient. Whoa, what? Really? Oh, no, okay. Relic. Apparently that is a valid window in this building. You can stand on top of the grain silo thing and float in there. Fun fact about that building. Reinforced steel barricades going up here on the left. As predicted, the American players stood no chance. Pretty good blob of assault grenadiers going over here on the left side. That's going to lose, I think, to the American blob unless he, for no reason at all, spreads himself out and charges into red cover. Charges another squad by itself into the assault grenadiers. Like, I don't know what that whole deal was. And then, for some reason, all of the assault grenadiers just retreated at the same time, despite that being extremely not necessary at all. Could have easily just retreated the one wounded squad. Unfortunately, no Pathfinder sniper crits on the extremely wounded squad, so he doesn't quite manage to wipe that, sadly. Meanwhile, we do have harassment by Mortar here on the munitions point. Getting a little frustrated trying to take out this central position, despite the fact that it's being held by only one person against 2. He's winning a 2v1. They can't even take the fuel point from one guy. They really need to get in there. They need to overwhelm that position. Maxims make that... I mean, Maxims don't make it that hard. You can just move his Maxims up. They need to set up a good flank on that machine gun, unfortunately. I mean, it's basically dead. Anything. Just anything. Just move anything over there. Move that mortar up there. You can set up a flank with that mortar. Have the mortar draw fire and flank with some penal battalions. It's like in a super heavily loaded machine gun in that building. Switches, switches windows and instantly dies to that flame burst. Okay. Mortar probably would have taken it out as well. Finally, the Allies retake the right side. Looks like the American player over here on the left isn't doing that well. I mean, I don't know what to expect him to accomplish over here on the left side by himself against two people. As an American, against mixed axis is impossible. That is an unwinnable fight. And there's a Puma coming, so any light vehicle he produces, which he is producing, a M20, shut down immediately. So not expecting much to happen over there. The Allies are going to have to dominate as hard as they can on the right side to try to give the American player on the left a resource advantage so that he can get a tank out as soon as possible. Being said, they are having a pretty decent amount of success over here on the right side. Finally, they're breaking through the defenses of ... All of his troops being forced away.
The sector has been cut off.
Panzerlehr's utility car does hit the field. ... actually has 221. It will be upgraded to a 222 very soon. And the Puma is also on the field, engaging some infantry on the right side. So both of those vehicles have revealed themselves. The M20 now is going to have to play around them a little bit. He does have the munitions for some mines. Throwing some of those down in semi-defensive locations probably be a good call. I don't know what that Reckenwerfer is doing. Honestly, I have no idea why he would point a Reckenwerfer at something that light vehicles can't even cross. He's probably going to lose that if he doesn't retreat it soon. Oh, that being said, there is an awesome blob of assault grenadiers coming over here from the right side. And I think that he may also be cutting off the American player's retreat because of that steel barricade. Pathfinder squad goes down instantly. Oh no. Why didn't he retreat? At least he could have tried. But yeah, he is in his retreat path. And Panzerlehr just lost his entire army to that blob of assault grenadiers. Which is impressive because I am often commenting that assault grenadiers might be one of the worst infantry squads in the game, so that is bad. Also, his M20 utility car just committed suicide for some reason against that 222 driving into this death trap of barbed wire. Things are not looking too good for Panzerlehr. He is going to need his teammates to carry him a little bit. Meanwhile, here on the right side, looks like the Puma sustained some engine damage from something. Nice hit from that Soviet mortar, though, taking out that Maxim. We have demo charges going down, mines going down, doing what they can to prevent a big push over here. If that Puma were to hit a mine, I don't know if there's anything available in the area to follow up, unfortunately. Just AT grenades, I assume. No armor, no anti-tank gun. AT grenade going out to force the Puma back for repairs once again. And I'm not sure if that demo charge will be sufficient to take it out. It might be. I think he's gonna go for it. Yep, it is, and the Puma is taken out. Nice. Nice use of that demo charge. I would have been scared to click the button. But it looks like it got the job done. What happened here? A lot of penal battalions died, as well as grenadiers and panzer grenadiers. So I think, or no, assault grenadiers. I think that was a satchel charge. I think that was a very deadly satchel charge. Oh no, a Soviet sniper mortar, no! I mean, it wasn't a mortar, the player's name is Mortar. Mortar's sniper is dead. Mechanized assault group called in to clean up what little remains of Panzerlehr's sad or little army. Panzer Grenadiers chasing all the way into the base. Honestly, he could just drive right into the base and kill everything. He could just drive right in there and just kill everything. He could easily wipe that lieutenant, probably also the rifleman squad, paratroopers, and 50 cal. Maybe not. But, I'm surprised he didn't take that one to the house. I guess this bunker would have forced him to maneuver a little. I guess he would have taken like MG bursts from both of these actually on the approach. Maybe not. I guess he probably couldn't have. Cause that fancy schmancy U.S. forces extra bunker that they get would have made things troublesome. Because it just so happens to be rotated the correct direction on this map. Salin Twig has gone shock rifle, moving up on the right side with shock troops and a Maxim, forcing a retreat from a stolen Maxim, as well as these Sturm Pioneers. Granatenwerfer probably also be forced to retreat. There is a 2-2-2 at Vet 2 over there on the field, moving up to support now. And it's quite an effective counter to shock troops, but he still needs to retreat that scout car immediately. Taking a bit of damage from that Maxim though, and none of the autocannon shots are really connecting, so it's gonna have to pull back for repairs. Stug E gets called in. Uh-oh. Gets caught on the retreat by a bunch of penal battalions. It looks like he will round the corner though. He's protected by that train car, but a lot of models did go down. Only 3 remaining between those 2 squads. Stugi catches some guards in an open road, but then it gets confused by this telephone pole. Major recapturing munitions point over here. The battle continues to rage for this general area by the Axis. It doesn't look like Dot's really having any success in breaking through to grab this fuel point. These mines and demo charge are not going to make things any easier. We also have a camouflaged AT gun, which may help to deter an armored push. It's being given vision by conscripts in the building. Good use of conscripts there to provide vision for an AT gun's full range. So much for that penal battalion squad. Looks like this engagement's not going very well for Mortar here in the middle, and that Stug is potentially going to... Oh no, rifle grenade! Oh, perfect. Perfect rifle grenade, and all of Mortar's penal battalions are dead. Things not looking too good for the Allies. They certainly have had 0 success on the left side. I don't even know if they're trying. They're thinking about trying to take that. A second Stugi just got called in here on the right. Or in the middle, rather. Those paratroopers have been upgraded with LMGs, though. Managed to wipe a Grenadier squad. So every small victory that the U.S. Forces player can get is certainly needed. Setting up a bit of a forward base here. I mean, it's not that forward. Real base is right there.
We have secured the sector.
It's got the ambulance and the Major out. Oh, what happened there? Oh, the 222 got right up in front of that camouflaged AT gun. Nice use of the AT gun camouflage to take that out, although it looks like the these Panzer Grenadiers with Stug support are coming. I don't know if this is enough of a defensive line. There is 1 mine there. Looks like it's only going to wipe 1 Panzer Grenadier model though, which is going to be a bit of a waste. Yep. And that T-34 is going in hard on that Stug E. That being said, there's a bazooka and a Panzerschreck here to support, but for some reason the Stug is moving away from the supporting infantry. What is he thinking? He's driving straight towards a, well, he's driving towards a pack and a P4, but I think he kind of made the wrong call there. Should have driven towards the supporting AT infantry, but I don't know, maybe not. Meanwhile, Mortar is moving up with a giant squad of guards, but while he's busy microing his T-34, I don't think he's realized that he just walked into a bunch of Assault Grenadiers, Obersoldaten, more Assault Grenadiers, and Panzer Grenadiers. Basically a fight that he couldn't hope to win, and he did so without the support of his teammate, which just goes to show how difficult it is to micro your tank and your infantry at the same in time. Even when your army's quite small, he doesn't even have any penal battalions left. Ooh, nice incendiary artillery from Sal and Twig, though, trying to support his teammates over there on the right side, on the left side, however he can, while trying to hold on to the right himself. Ooh, looks like that Panzer IV got way overextended and just hit this mine right here. Those shock troops are trying to get clear, but the Panzer IV needs to pull back for repairs now. It's so super exposed in that position. Fortunately for him, no Allied armor is on the way to punish him for hitting that mine. But it should be. I just don't have any. Mortar has his wounded T-34. Silent Twig hasn't teched up at all. Oh wait, yes he has. He went tier 4. He went tier 4, and he's not purchased any units out of it yet. Although it looks like he should have. He's got 150 fuel. I don't know what he's waiting for. Too busy focusing on actual engagements, not paying attention to his resources, I guess. Ooh, nasty friendly fire from that mortar. Takes that shock squad down to half health. Ooh, another squad wipe for the U.S. forces. That really hurts. Certainly does free him up to replace all of his losses with paratroopers, though. At least he won't be using any riflemen for the rest of this game. Just paratroopers. That was his last rifleman squad. Conscripts trying to get in range for an AT grenade on that Stug, but they're getting cut to pieces by those Obers, and I don't think he's watching them. Yeah, he wasn't trying to get in range for anything. He just wasn't watching that squad, and it dies. Su-76 getting produced. Okay, not what I thought he was going to be going for. I thought for sure he was going to grab a Katyusha. So, good luck with that purchase.
Watch out! Armor here.
Panzer has produced a Sherman. Ooh, nice shot from that T-34 there in the center. And Satsu is really struggling to deal with any of this armor because he chose to get so many assault grenadiers. He has no Panzerfaust. I don't even think he went tier 1. No, he has no base buildings. He's just using purely call-in. Well, no, that's not right. He must have tier 2 because he must have it somewhere. I don't know where he built it, but if he... Oh no, those Panzer Grenadiers are from his mechanized assault group. So yeah, he's using only call-ins, which is extremely risky as Auster. It's not something you can really afford to do, but he's going to try and make it work. So far, he's been extremely successful, actually, against the U.S. Forces player. Of course, he's had support from his Commando West teammate, who's kind of slacking off a little bit over here on the left. We have not seen very much from the purple player. Wagon and some Rakettenwerfers, more Rakettenwerfers, Obers. He's just hanging out over here. He's like, yeah, you guys got it. You guys got it. You're doing great. You're doing great. Just keep it up. Honestly, I think his laziness is the only reason the Allies are doing as well as they are at this point. Which isn't great, to be honest. There's now a Tiger over here, which, if properly supported, could probably take on everything over here. AP rounds get popped on that AT gun, so it pulls back. Pretty good engagement actually for Satsu. Baiting that munitions expenditure. That's not cheap. That's 30 munitions, especially against an airborne player. That's 30 munitions he doesn't have to be throwing into a P-47. In fact, that's going to delay the P-47 by well over a full minute. So that engagement was actually worth something there. Then again, that P-47 is not gated by munitions at all. Panzer only has 8 command points. Satsu has 11. That has got to be disheartening to see a Tiger hit the field when you've only got 9 command points. Not even close to P-47. That's how incredibly behind he is. Fortunately, his teammates have arrived to pick up the slack a little bit. Light artillery barrage gets called in on some of these troops. They will be forced to retreat, but a T-34 is moving up, trying to go in hard on that Tiger. There's also guards in that building, and the PTRS from the top floor takes out a Tiger, which is not something you see every day. Nice use of those guards. Wow. More of Mortar's guards are engaging a Panzer IV in this area, and it hits a mine. Oh no, it just hit a mine, and a pack is about to take it out. It does get outside of the pack's range, just barely in time, and the Su-85 needs to move up and finish the job. Oh no, there's a giant blob right there though. There's only one Panzer strike in that blob, but he's gonna pull back anyway. I think that Panzer IV might get out of this situation unpunished, which is a shame. He just needs to follow up on those mines. You need to punish your opponent for hitting your mines. You can't just let him walk away from that shit. But he's going to. What a shame, what a waste. That Su-85 had a window of opportunity to capitalize on it. Look at this blob, that is awesome. That is an awesome blob. Oh god, no! That mine sucks. I thought that was gonna be like 2 squad wipes. That was a terrible mine, I didn't do anything. Those LMGs sure are doing work though. 2 squad wipes, I think. Okay, only 1 squad wipe, that one's gonna get away. Meanwhile, that paratrooper squad also got wiped. Massive losses on both sides. That over squad looks like it could go down. Come on, there you go. 1 over squad down. T-34 moving up to assist from the right side. Kill him! There he goes. I'm not sure that Folks Grenadier squad's getting away either, to be honest. Coaxial machine gun firing. Ooh, what was that? Panzer Grenadiers in the building. Nice ambush there, bringing the T-34 down to almost dead. He breaks off the chase, doesn't want to risk it, although if he had chased, he probably would have wiped it and killed that Stug E. There was nothing to stop him at all. Bit of an error in judgment, but I probably would have pulled back too after taking that nasty blast from those 2 Panzer Grenadiers in the building, and for some reason that Panzer IV sat there with a damaged engine for like 10 minutes while the Allies readied their counterattack and then died, so not sure what he was thinking there, but okay. Panzer Grenadiers moving up to try and take out that Su-85. Unsupported, they're not going to stand a chance against these shock troops, though.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Ooh. He wants one more volley, but he can't afford to get greedy and retreats. New Sherman on the field. Or wait, is that a new Sherman? No, it's not a new Sherman. I don't know why I said that. Sherman on the field is getting repaired. Meanwhile, LMG paratroopers here in the center capturing. He did lose one of his LMG paratrooper squads, which is a devastating loss. Could not afford to lose that. He needs to pay attention to those and retreat them when they start falling low. Jackson on the field. So hopefully he'll be able to make good use of that. He does have 250 munitions saved up. So the next big Axis push, he will have access to the P-47.
Yes. How can we help?
It actually isn't that scary of a blob because it's all assault grenadiers. The one thing that makes it scary is how big it is. The American player doesn't have like any stuff to kill it. If he had just even 2 LMG squads, that would probably be sufficient to push it away. Although, if he keeps on letting squads get wiped like that, it's not going to be that big for long. That bazooka squad, or not bazooka, but PTRS squad just went down. Rifle grenade from the fighting position goes out. 2 squad wipes there. 2 squad wipes, and he accomplished basically nothing in that push. Not sure what he was hoping for. That being said, those paratroopers have taken heavy damage. They really need to retreat, and there is a King Tiger on the field. That Spooky is now vet 2 as well, making it quite dangerous. Mortar, what are you doing? That is the most overextended, like, lone guard squad. That's 25 minutes into the game. You can't just send 1 squad back there. Yeah, they won't notice. They won't notice. Just taking their munitions point with this guard squad, and then, like, not watching it. when they come to counter harass me, I'm just going to assume that they'll be fine. I'm too busy microwaving something else. Whoa, what was that noise? Oh, a paratrooper demo charge to destroy this reinforced steel barricade. Interesting. Apparently he's had enough of that, and just couldn't be bothered to drive over that with his Sherman, which was 25 feet away. King Tiger is moving up to engage this Sherman. It looks like things are not going too well for the Allies here. All shots bouncing on the frontal armor. There are some guards plinking away at it with their PTRS. The Stug-E got way too close and gets blasted by the AT gun in Jackson. One series of one volley. King Tiger is a little overextended now. The two T-34-85s moving up to support. There are two Volksgrenadier squads moving to support as well, but the fighting position has been upgraded with a machine gun, and it actually suppresses them as they're approaching, which is going to completely shut down this whole charge, which just goes to show how even late game fighting position can be beneficial, even if it only stops one push. Because every push is crucial, and I cannot believe Readyred is not retreating. This squad, run away, please! You're pinned next to shock troops, and those shock troops are about to have two Panzer Shreks, which is probably the most devastating infantry squad of the game. Oh jeez, Tiger Ace is on the field though, as well as a Tiger. Lots of heavy tanks hitting the field now, and it's just so much for the Allies to try and push back. It's not easy. They did push back the King Tiger. The Tiger Ace is going to pull back, although maybe a little bit premature. I think it was doing okay. It could have inflicted a lot more losses on the Allies had it stayed, but it didn't want to stay unsupported. He wants to support his teammate, and unfortunately the armored push wasn't that well coordinated between these players. They all kind of went in one at a time. If they had all three gone in simultaneously, who knows how it might have gone. But there are T-34-85s, there's a Vet-2 Su-85, all kinds of stuff at the Allies' disposal to push that back, and the Axis are kind of just hurling everything at the center rather than spreading themselves out a little bit, trying to take the right side. There's not that much defending a Maxim, this thing, which has 0 kills, despite getting produced like a zillion years ago. So, yeah, they could definitely take the right side. There is one demo charge, though. Certainly was the first one was certainly very effective. So any light harassment attempt could end quite poorly, but a sincere push by the Axis would definitely succeed over there. By even one of these heavy tanks, honestly. Oh, that Sherman just nailed that lieutenant. Jeez, that Sherman just basically killed that lieutenant squad. That hurt a lot, Sherman. Shame on you. Apparently it has 0 friendlies killed though. So maybe I'm wrong about that. That's what it looked like happened, but I guess they just died in small arms fire. Trying to get that Sherman to safety. Meanwhile, Mortar is trying to take out a Kuba wagon, but his PTRS shots keep missing. For some reason. King Tiger moves up and push him away. He will be forced to retreat. There is a Tiger Ace on the field, which means that has no income now. And in a 3v3, you usually can't just like win the game once your Tiger Ace hits the field the way you can in a 1v1. So he's pretty much given up his ability to keep making units. He's invested a lot into Panzer Grenadiers with Shreks. That is a pretty awesome amount of anti-tank power that he's got there. All the heavy armor is moving up. AT gun pops AP rounds. King Tiger's kind of pulling back a little bit. Those rear echelon troops just died for no reason. Fighting position will get taken out. Not before those assault grenadiers run in front of it, but they don't get suppressed. King Tiger wipes the AT gun. The Su-85, however, is up to Vet 3, and it looks like a marked vehicle is going to get thrown on the King Tiger there. And it's taking quite a bit of damage. It needs to pull back, and a couple more penetrating lucky shots from those T-34s could be disastrous. But they're getting a little over-aggressive, I think. And there it goes. King Tiger will hit Vet 2. Sherman does have armor-piercing rounds equipped, so it may get the occasional lucky penetrating shot on the front of that heavy armor, but it's quite rare. Marked vehicle plane gets shot down. All 3 heavy Axis tanks are still alive, although they're having a bit of a traffic jam situation here. Trying to coordinate 3 heavies between 3 different players through one narrow corridor is generally what it looks like. Oh no! Oh, that demo charge! Why didn't he detonate it? Why didn't he detonate that? Is he waiting for it to be like even more juicy? Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I think he got greedy. He should have taken the 2 squad wipes. Now he's only gonna. Oh no! Oh no! Why won't he click the button? Whose is this? I don't know whose demo charge that is. I don't think there's a way for me to tell. Somebody that was not watching that engagement, sadly. Light artillery barrage called down on an AT gun over there, but it does get cleared. Tiger Ace moves up again. It looks like he's taking a lot of losses. He's lost 1 full Panzer Grenadier squad, something you can't afford to take any losses once your Tiger Ace is in the field. You know, preservation becomes of the utmost importance because you just can't replace any of your losses. That being said, he's got 400 fuel. I can't believe he didn't make more tanks before popping his Tiger Ace. He could have gone tier 4 and made some Panthers to support it. Now he just has a Tiger Ace. And 400 fuel for no reason. With 3 fuel coming in. I hate the Tiger Ace. I think it might be the dumbest unit in the game. He can't do anything now for the whole rest of the game. He just has to play with this one unit. And if he loses any full squads, then nope, sorry. They're gone.
Our veterans shall defeat the enemy.
Axis are slowly pushing up with their heavy armor again. They do have all of the full repairs up, and a second King Tiger's on the field from Readyred, who has 1,200 manpower to spare that he could have spent on Obersoldat or Rakettenwerfers or something. He hasn't even chosen a doctrine. He could build 2 Pack 43s. He could build 2 Pack 43s in the middle just to give him that insane amount of, well, not really because he's pop caps, but just, I guess, yeah, he can swim with these pop caps. That Tiger's blitzing out of jail. 3. Ooh, what happened there? T-34 hit a mine. Demo charge goes off on the Tiger, but does negligible damage. This pack is actually Vet 2, stolen pack. Rotates the fire on the Tiger, but doesn't accomplish much. That demo charge still hasn't gone off. He had such a great opportunity to deal like massive damage with it earlier. Now the best he can do is a pilot squad. Panzer Grenadier blob has arrived. Bit of a traffic jam situation happening as well. One Panzer Grenadier squad forced to retreat, but they're dealing massive damage to everything. Just about instantly kill one T-34, another brought to half as they desperately try and get to safety. Panzer Shreks going off in this general direction. Threaten to take out that IS-2. But doesn't quite happen. Oh, a Tiger just died. What happened? That was the Tiger Ace. Okay, apparently there's a dead Tiger Ace right there. Go American AT guns. They both popped armor-piercing rounds to accomplish that. And Panzer Lear has actually not called in a single P-47 this game, which is amazing. He spent so much munitions on just AP rounds that he didn't, he just never felt that he needed a P-47, apparently. Which is pretty impressive, actually. Because I would have called in like 5 by now. If I could afford to. Oh no, the King Tiger's firing at Shermans. Although it's tanking these armor-piercing rounds just fine. They're not that armor-piercing, apparently. Light artillery barrage coming down on this 50 cal. Desperate defense for the middle. These Axis troops just being thrown into the meat grinder. It's not even getting into close range with the assault grenadiers, making them basically just bodies. Both King Tigers are still alive, though. Just rotating them in and out for repairs, vetting them up. They're just gonna get stronger and stronger. This one's already halfway to vet 3. As long as they never die, they'll be capable of amazing things. Uh-oh, that could be bad. Oh, full stern pilot squad wiped. Nice grenade, he was not watching that. Which is crazy. What could you possibly be watching that is not your 2 King Tigers, one of which is being repaired? Pay attention. Those are pretty important. You should probably make sure nothing bad is happening.
Pioneers have finished.
Good and ready. Standing by. Grid point 778604 is taken.
Not much of an effort by the Axis to retake the right side. 2 demo charges over here now. The field gun has been recrewed. This Su-76 has literally been left like AFK this entire time. Apparently, it somehow managed 2 kills during that time that it was AFK over here, so that's good. But yeah, the Axis just need to make a coordinated push for the right side and they would overwhelm that so easily. There's nothing over there. Instead, they just keep charging into an allied defensive line, which honestly usually works if you have enough overwhelming heavy armor. But this one's a little solid. It's got a Vet 3 Su-85 and IS-2, Vet 2 pack, which is a German pack, so of course it's like amazing. And two vet, like really high vet American AT guns.
We lost an infantry unit.
So they probably shouldn't just keep driving like straight through there. Interesting use of Fallschirmjäger back here. I guess he's like, well, I've got 2,000 manpower. Fuck it. And I'm pop capped. I don't know what else to spend my resources on. More light artillery barrage getting called in on those AT guns, and a couple lucky hits could decrew them, which would just be devastating because they're so high vet. One of them does get decrewed, the other one is fine. Finally, some attempt at retaking the right side. Assault Grenadiers hit a mine. They're also about to encounter some shock troops. Apparently that shock troop squad never recovered that second Panzer Shrek. It's not still sitting on the ground, so somebody got it, but he definitely missed out an opportunity to have a double Panzer Shrek squad there. Both King Tigers going straight up the gut. Both AT guns are going to pop AP rounds. King Tigers are now going to change their mind and pull back. I don't know what he was expecting to be sitting there. It's exactly the same army that was there last time he made this push and it didn't work. So that didn't go too well for him. Jackson is attempting to chase. Fighting position, rifle grenades are actually doing pretty good damage to that Stern Pio squad, but the Jackson pulls back. Ooh. And it looks like Dot Dot has gone tier 4. He's purchased a Panther. Now that his Tiger Ace is... Oh god, no! No, please! Why isn't he... Oh, there it goes. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That was only one squad wipe. That was still pretty bad. That was still pretty bad. Pretty much forcing all of that to retreat. Now the Panther is forced to fight alone, sitting idle in the arc of an AT gun. It's just sitting there, getting killed by an AT gun. Why won't you move it? Okay, so much for that Panther. Supporting armor arrives to finish the job. Shock troops in the building over here engaging the Tiger, although the building's about to collapse. Don't lose that squad, Silent Twig. No! No. Man. I can't believe the Axis can't find a way to punch through this line. This is not a very hard line to punch through. All they have to do is drive in from a different direction. Just stop driving down this way, and all of your problems will be solved.
Rifle squad ready for action.
You have 2 King Tigers. It would also help if you actually, like, send some units over there. Half of Readyred's army has been just sitting idle on the left side of the victory point for the entire game. And then again, half of Silent Twig's army has been sitting idle on the right side victory point for the entire game, so... Who's to say? What do I know about 3v3s anyway? Not much.
What do you need? Prime battlefield enemy. As if somehow you didn't notice them before.
Apparently everybody was like, yo, take 5. Except for Mortar's guards. Mortar's guards... Mortar's guards don't take coffee breaks. Doesn't look like they accomplished much. Oh, they wiped a Stern Pio squad again! These grenades on repairing Stern Pio squads are proving to be pretty annoying for Readyred at this point, I think. Oh man, he's gonna drive that King Tiger right into those 2 AT guns again. That pack is doing great work. I'm surprised it survived this long with so little health. New Panther, this one's Vet 2. He apparently used troop training on that one. He wants it to actually survive while sitting AFK in front of AT guns. And with Vet 2 it probably will.
Elite training underway.
Looks like they're finally making a charge for the right side. Lots of Axis troops over there. Panther moving up. This one, of course, being Vet 2 now with a blob behind it. I really hope he doesn't go stand on that demo charge again. Can't believe he hasn't purchased a Minesweeper after how many times he's gotten blown up this game. Looks like he's not going to go for it, though. This giant blob moving up from the other side is going to kill those guys. I don't think Silent Twig can hold this line. Everything is going to die. Wasted demo charge, only takes that 1 Panzer Grenadier model. That Panther is taking heavy damage from just sitting in front of AT guns. Again. I would be tempted to detonate that demo charge. I'm not sure the Panther would survive that. Marked vehicle goes off on the Tiger over there on the left of T-3485s. They're kind of struggling to path correctly to finish the job, though. Meanwhile, it looks like there's only a Maxim remaining. You could probably flush it out of the building with assault grenades, but it looks like he's just going to stand there and take it. Just as Peter Crumpsey intended. Infantry get forced away by an IS-2 there. Moving up to clear out all of the infantry. The Vet 2 Panther is quite wounded. The Tiger's also quite wounded. If they went in together, they might stand a chance against the lone IS-2, but that, you know, I guess the second one with Su-85 support, not quite with Vet 3 Su-85 support as well. Yeah, that's way too much for any of these tanks to tank on. They really need help from their teammate. Readyred has actually made a Panther in addition to his 2 King Tigers, so he's just swimming in armor. And we actually will see a P-47 strike being called in over here in the middle. That Vet 3 King Tiger is taking heavy damage. I'm not sure it's going to survive. Not with all these AT guns firing. Oh, there goes the Vet 1 King Tiger. He just keeps sitting them in front of these AT guns. Oh no, the P-47 just shot at a dead King Tiger. And now shooting at the regular Tiger. Oh no. It's going to get away. It was totally inside the strike zone. What is that targeting priority? That was terrible targeting priority. This Tiger is going to get caught by the Vet 3 Su-85, which has like an insane fire rate. Look how fast it's shooting. Holy fucking shit. That is amazing. It almost killed that. He was like, I can't believe how fast a Vet 3 Su-85 shoots. That's so awesome. If only that were something you actually see more than like once every million years. Panther is a pretty hard counter to the Su-85, but there is a Jackson and an IS-2 moving up to support. Jackson shot bounces at medium range. IS-2 shot misses. Panther shots connecting. Tiger moves up to assist him. No, no, the Vet 3 Su-85 is dead. Oh jeez, meanwhile both of these tanks are dangerously close to going down. There goes the Su-85. IS-2 almost takes out that Panzer Grenadier squad, but it retreats just barely in time. One of those Shrek shots bounces, is not able to finish that tank off. So close. Bounce again. What? They just surrendered. They just surrendered. Game's like not over. There's a Vet 3 King Tiger right here. Okay, it's over, I guess. GG! Allies win! Well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. That's the end of the video.